Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a sweet and kind-hearted girl named Cinderella. She lived with her wicked stepmother and 2 stepsisters who were unkind and treated her poorly. Cinderella's days were filled with endless chores and hard work, but she never lost her gentle spirit. One day, an invitation to the grand royal ball arrived at Cinderella's doorstep. The entire village was buzzing with excitement, but Cinderella's stepmother and stepsisters were determined to keep her from attending. They were jealous of Cinderella's gentle nature and beauty. As the day of the ball approached, Cinderella's stepmother and stepsisters left for the royal palace, leaving her behind. Cinderella felt a wave of sadness wash over her, but just as she was about to give up hope, a magical fairy appeared. With a wave of her wand, the fairy transformed Cinderella's tattered clothes into a magnificent gown, and she placed a pair of sparkling glass slippers on her feet. "You shall go to the ball, my dear, but remember, you must leave before midnight," the fairy warned. Cinderella arrived at the royal ball, and everyone was captivated by her beauty. The prince himself couldn't take his eyes off her. As they danced, Cinderella and the prince felt an instant connection, and they danced the night away. However, as the clock struck midnight, Cinderella remembered the fairy's warning. She rushed out of the palace, leaving behind one of her glass slippers. The prince, desperate to find her, searched the kingdom for the owner of the lost slipper. Finally, the prince arrived at Cinderella's humble home. Her stepsisters tried to squeeze into the delicate glass slipper, but it was a perfect fit, only for Cinderella. The prince was overjoyed to have found her. Cinderella's kindness and goodness had won the prince's heart. The wicked stepmother and stepsisters were left in disbelief as Cinderella and the prince were married in a grand ceremony. From that day on, Cinderella's days of hardship were over, and she lived happily ever after with her prince in the royal palace. And so, the tale of Cinderella became a story of love, kindness, and the belief that no matter how difficult life may seem, goodness will always be rewarded in the end.